But I'm sorry, we're not losing against Nigeria at home. We're not.
You're right. Super Eagles, my boy.
We're not draw.
Clip it.
Touching wood.
That's a
Touching
clip.
wood.
That's a clip, bro.
Touching wood.
Yeah.
Welcome, Balls and Banter, Season 4,
Alala.
Episode 3.
Yes, sir.
It's been a long day, Owens, but yeah, we're cooking. We basically have the Running Back Turbo episode, Owens. There was a lot of shit that happened last time. We won't speak on it, but yeah, but the boys back in the studio. Yeah, it was December, Oaks. Owens, you guys know the drill. I do a couple of intros, man, and for you guys, I do a little bit something, a little bit special, a little bit nice, including myself this time.
Oh, okay. You're introducing yourself.
Yeah, man. So
Self-love.
the intros are based on football clubs this time. Okay. So what I'm gonna say is the team, and you guys can just like point to who you think it is. So,
Okay.
Man City.
I mean, you know.
No, Man City Saki.
It's actually him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So has achieved significant recent success at the highest level.
Oh, yeah.
But like, oh no, actually it's Sipo. Sorry for this.
Yeah.
My bad.
Sure.
No, that's a fine for you.
I'm like, I'm about to start celebrating you now.
Ref, do something. Away. So has achieved significant recent success at the highest level, but like his head coach bruises quite easily. Look at his skin tone. Smaller in stature when compared to his neighborhood counterparts, Josh and Sanele, aka United. But punches well above his weight. Has extremely expensive taste, perhaps. Look at his watch collection, and just like Man City, they have the most expensive squad in the world. We have Sipo Nova.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Bob.
This one is obvious. Kaiser Chiefs.
Oh. Cup.
For life. For life. Ride or die, I'm fun.
A man who advocates love and peace. You should see him after a few cold beverages making friends with everyone. A highly historic franchise with extreme success, but I must say, like his drinking threshold, has gone down somewhat, I guess, reflecting the club itself. On his day, can still reach the highest peak, so be careful of waking up the proverbial chief.
Thanks.
We have Joshua Smego.
PG-13, I love it.
I try my best. Borussia Dortmund.
Oh.
Okay. No cook. I know I'm wearing a United shirt, but it's fine. Like the Germans, loves drinking, just not necessarily beer. But get him 1 or 11 of those and watch him run wild.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, never. Yeah.
11.
Yeah.
A highly historic franchise with extreme success, but I must say, no, sorry. Sometimes a little too over the top. I guess the yellow wall as Signal Iduna Park is a great comparative. Sometimes can be spectacular, like the black and yellow, but at times reckless. Look at the way they blew the 2022 league title.
Yeah, you blow it, same man.
Is this you saying you fumbled the bed yourself?
Yeah. You must, however, remember he's a little delusional, but because he's not at the level of Bayern Munich. But I guess that's part of the sociopathic charm. We have Sanelem Jali.
Halala. Sir Charles.
On behalf of my boy who's yet not here, Jabulile Kuda, I had a little intro for him.
Jabu.
He was meant to be the Dutch national team.
Obvious.
Dutch, tall, strong. What more do you want from the mighty Holland?
Mannschaft, yeah.
Only problem is he's slightly loco. However, like the team can balance himself out thanks to a substance which shall not be named, which is synonymous with 420.
Danko. Green.
Which is where I believe he does his best work. Jabu whooped me while he was high on FIFA Oaks. That shit was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. A true proponent of total football will just need to see if he can finally win the big one. We have
Jabulile.
All right,
brother. Bluetooth.
R.I.P.
Here's my favorite one.
Gonna pray for the boy.
Goodness fucking gracious.
The biggest club in the world.
Oh, yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Loud, obnoxious, but I guess you gotta respect the recent offside trap and general tactics of play. Breeds highly touted prospects similar to what La Masia produces, but you're never quite sure what you'll get. Ansu Fati or Lamine Yamal.
Yum yum.
Either way, it's a banger.
Oh, not Ansu Fati.
Where is Messi?
Where
Where is Messi?
is Miss? Ah, carry on.
Absolutely in the mud 12 months ago, but sitting pretty on top of the log and cruising nicely. A true representative of total football tiki-taka. We have faith he'll be the best and worst of us. We have the prodigal son, Sakili.
Last ball.
Last one, okay, Owens.
Thank you, last one. Thank you.
How are you boys doing, Owens? It's been a fucking while since we've linked up to chop some footy. I don't want to waste any time. Owens, fucking...
What to talk about, eh?
Yeah, we've got a shit ton to talk about.
Plenty.
And I think the best place to start off is what's going on with the World Cup qualifiers. Our beloved Bafana Bafana.
Bafana.
Nicely on top of the log.
It's looking very nice. Right
Study in Chile, my boys.
Thank you. Above Nigeria. Oaks, South African football.
That's the important thing, by the way.
Yeah.
They're above Nigeria.
Where are they?
They have to stay there.
I think they're like third and
Fourth.
They fought.
Nah.
Thank God.
Owens, Bafana. I don't want to jinx us.
You see, that's the chat over there.
Bro.
I've often been feeling like, you know how there's some people when you put on your CV, it works well under pressure. Hey, our boys, hey. Just, and I think that's why they've been cooking on low key, because everyone's just like, no, let them play. We'll focus here on the Springboks and cricket and stuff. Oh, you guys won. No way. Do it again.
Well done.
Carry on over here. You know, that kind of jab.
I don't.
Now it's 18 unbeaten games now.
Yeah, that's actually a spectacular
We're competing with Spain.
Yeah.
Spain has 18 and
18 or 19 now.
That's where it gets spooky now, bro.
That's
not
the thing.
comparing to Spain, but that's
No.
In terms of
Unbeaten
unbeaten,
season.
Statistically,
Stats.
That's where it gets spooky now, bro.
statistically,
Owens.
look, our market values.
He just said the moment there's pressure, and I just felt shivers go down.
I think that's just trauma speaking. Because we've
Of
been
course it
through,
is, bro.
we've been
Too
through
much
this
trauma.
before.
Stockholm
That's true.
syndrome, in fact.
That's true.
Gents, I was 4 years old when Bafana last legitimately qualified for a World Cup.
Damn.
Don't count 2010.
No, that doesn't count.
You
That
can't leave your house when you're hosting, Chief.
Exactly. So
Hey, Mara also, shabalala.
go Bafana.
Bafana.
I think there's 4 games left, right, in the qualifiers that we need to play. Probably, like mathematically, we need to win 3 games. But I think if Bafana win 2 games, we're in.
Yeah.
Can I say something? Do you know all those 4 games we're playing them at home?
That was actually my question.
We're all playing at home because Zim and Lesotho are supposed to be away, but because they're not eligible, they don't have eligible fields or stadiums.
Yeah.
They play them here in South Africa. So basically, they are away games.
Yeah.
They're our home games.
Unless we have the Nigeria game in Gauteng, then that's an away game. That's
But we only need to win 3 or 2 max.
just have to win those 2.
Win
Yeah.
against Lesotho, win against Zim. Cruising nicely. And get a point against Rwanda.
Yeah.
And we can. But I'm sorry, we're not losing against Nigeria at home. We're not.
You're right.
we
Super
know,
Eagles, my boy.
We're not draw.
Clip it.
Touching wood.
That's a
Touching
clip.
wood.
That's a clip, bro.
Touching wood.
Yeah.
We're not. We're not draw. At home. Nah, dog.
But dog, it's the same thing, bro. Like we've said, bro. Like
We-
because
yeah.
let's look at the fan effect.
Yeah.
On just general football, bro.
Yeah.
There's only one place that makes sense where SA will have a home advantage where they need to play.
FNB.
Yeah,
No, not FNB.
FNB, no.
It's going to be too much Yovo.
Because the thing is with FNB, I went to the Morocco game in 2023.
Yeah.
And do you know how many Morocco supporters were there? And a lot of them are
And
from...
that's a nice fixture.
It's but in the essay, right?
Bro, it was... Because I went there, the ticket was like $30. I went to Jabu. And we were like, okay, sharp. South African fans, obviously. But the amount of Moroccan fans there just screaming, yeah, Amrabat, Hakimi. Bro,
Yeah.
it was a lot. So imagine now, Nigeria, FNB Stadium.
Niger boys.
Sometimes
If I speak, I will get in trouble.
I'm going to get into trouble.
Yeah.
But Chins, I think it's a very, very exciting time, like to be a Bafana fan.
Bro, finally, guys. Gunimi.
Yo,
You're right.
Finally, bro.
You're right.
Dog, we're
was the last
third
time?
in AFCON. Let's celebrate
True,
that. The last time we
statistically
got
speaking,
a medal
Medal.
was 2000 and 2002 or 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, last time we got a podium finish.
The reason why I asked this is because I think I form part of the
Skepticism.
the skepticism is like it's running wild. It's like
That's the trauma I was
this
talking
is that child that you have. It's just you know. At least you know.
That's a trauma response.
And when they do something exciting, you're just like, hey,
just stay there.
I'm looking with one but
And then they lose again. You're gonna be like, you know. But like, listen, look. I'll be honest. I mean, this is as you guys say. I think this is the best time to be excited for South Africa. I still say not too much. Just be excited.
gradually.
Just don't show them that you're excited. Just,
Otherwise,
like go there.
normal. Otherwise, the football gods. I mean, look what they're doing to Arsenal. Arsenal fans got too excited now.
Man, it's Arsenal.
Until next
Arsenal. It's Arsenal.
There's always next season.
Netflix MC, bro.
It's a season, bro.
You have to wait for next season.
It's the history of the Arsenal. Not the Tottenham. Literally.
the Gunners are misfiring.
Hey,
So
my
always-
did you get it? Never like to get it.
But man, I think as Bafana fans, as South African football fans, we are like super happy, bro.
Fine.
We're really excited. It's like employee morale just went up now.
Yeah.
Your productivity is
It's
through
Through
the
the roof. You're not only looking to the Springboks, at least now.
Yeah,
there's
that's
Bafana
true, yeah.
Bafana, you understand?
And
Yeah.
bro, I think like genuinely, bro, like South Africa first in terms of sport, we're a football country.
Oh, definitely.
No,
We
absolutely.
are really becoming
Absolutely.
an institution of note now. A
Absolutely.
country.
We are being
in terms of
feared.
everything now.
Say institution.
Oh,
The heebie-jeebies just hit me again, bro.
But I mean, look, in this country, I think you're absolutely right. This is a footballing nation. Yes, rugby is fantastic. That's one side. But I mean, the mere fact that you can get superstars, people in PSL, coming from fields where there isn't grass, where people are making plans to just kick a ball around or something
These
like
games
that,
is
you
one of
know.
the biggest tournaments in the country. It's played on sand.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
it's
it was
broadcast live on
it was
SuperSport.
broadcast, yeah, absolutely. And there was major viewership. There's major sponsorships going into that as well. I think that just goes to show if things are done properly.
yeah.
If things are done properly, especially when you're looking at Safa and all that stuff.
And I'm still skeptical with Safa because look at this whole
Yeah.
Mokoena situation now. Where he was ineligible to play against Lesotho.
My dad was spazzing out.
Who's our team manager?
The team manager needs to get
Like, how do we
Let
let
me
this
Google.
happen?
Let me fact check. Who's our
Like,
team
how do
manager?
we let that happen where a player who is ineligible to play, right, plays
Still
the
balls
next
up.
game for Lesotho?
Yeah.
Like, who's in charge of that? You know how embarrassing that is? Now we're here checking on News 24 every 2 hours or something to check what's the status with
No,
FIFA.
absolutely, yeah.
What's the status with, you know,
Yeah.
the whole appeal situation? Because what we're
Are
hearing
we dropping
is that,
points? Are we not?
Are we
What's
dropping
up?
points? Are we not dropping points? It's a scary thing.
Can I play devil's advocate here? Another problem is with African football and FIFA, we have two different management systems where it's CSM, that's what they call it, where for CAF qualifications, they use a different system to literally notify that, as long as you put, what's this, team sheet,
Yeah.
the refs and I forgot what they call it, where the ref, I forgot the name, it was in my head, but yeah, literally as you submit the team sheet, it flags one of the players automatically. Automatically. So it's on the team manager and also on CAF's refs, where what system do they use? Because for CAF, they use that and a player was flagged and the team sheet was released, and then after 2 hours, they're like, we're changing the team because
Yeah.
of he
Someone's
was
being flagged, yeah.
So
for
they have their
CAF
own-
qualifications,
Yeah,
for
they-
AFCON qualifications.
Yeah.
Now for FIFA, they use a different system. So now it's also on the team manager, shout out, but also on the refs of that day who are like, wait, here's your team sheet. They're also supposed to scrutinize that list and
Absolutely.
see,
Yeah.
this player is not supposed to be playing. They should know. So it's a two-way street, this thing. So I feel you, fam. I feel you, brah.
But yeah, man, I think also now it ties into what I'm gonna ask next. Like with CAF, bro, it's small stuff like that where we finally got automatic offsides, VAR, goal line
Technology,
which
finally.
existed for the longest time in European football. I still don't understand why it doesn't exist in the PSL, bro. Like goal line technology at a minimum, bro. At a minimum, we don't need VAR because I've seen how wrong VAR is. But bro, ghost goals, dog. With whose goal was it? Who scored? I think it was Lyle Foster against Was it Lesotho when they were playing when they won 2-0?
No, Benin.
Benin.
That goal, yeah.
And he tapped in, bro. I'm telling you now, if it wasn't so short, bro, that goal would have been disallowed, dog.
Of course.
And you're just like, guys, small stuff like that. And
Yeah.
CAF needs to get to the level, bro, where they need to get professional in that sense, bro. It's professional football.
Yeah.
At an international level. So I mean,
That's very important.
Which is meant to be the highest level of football in
It is.
I mean, you're representing the country over here. I mean, well, the continent rather.
No,
it's the whole of Africa over here.
But I'm glad with like Patrice's tenure as president
Let's
of
jump into that once we can jump around.
Yeah.
This is his second appointment, bro.
Yeah.
like it looks like he's doing a great job, and I'm glad
He
he's
is.
in for a second term now. He's doing the most. He's bringing in a lot of viewers. People are starting to respect AFCON now. People are starting to, I mean, even with the whole Jamie Carragher.
He got blasted out, and I love that.
But to be fair, though, Jamie Carragher is just representing the mindset, the mentality of the people in the Ballon
Europeans.
d'Or.
And it's not just his mindset; it reflects a hell
A
of a
lot.
like everyone
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
space. But like a lot of people agreed with Jamie.
That's the
Carragher.
thing. So in that sense, he's not wrong because he's just representing the mindset that they have, but it's an incorrect mindset. So unfortunately,
That's what they were taught, yeah.
yeah. So unfortunately, we have to now do everything we can to change that narrative, and I think Patrice is in that conversation now to make African football look more attractive.
What's the one thing you think he's gotten right, and in terms of like his first tenure as CAF president?
I was gonna say I think bringing in the technology specifically that just already automatically improve quality of football, like just in general.
Nah, fair enough. Bro.
Sips.
Look, I mean, yeah, exactly. I think bringing about the sponsorships. He's a business mind. That's something that you definitely can't take away from him. This guy's a business specialist.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at his net worth, and he's actually making it work. So, yeah, I mean, just bringing into that, and I think it also it does a lot as well. Just look at the overall winnings when you win the cup, that has increased. Exactly, and I mean that also brings about extra sponsorships as well. There's more companies, private companies, getting involved in that. If they're saying that there's actually money to be made over here from everybody, be it first of all you're getting the prize money, which really increases your club's value, which you can. I mean, in this country, look, we're not struggling, but.
Yeah,
a win is a win, you know.
Rand currency goes crazy.
Absolutely. And if you can then also, on top of that, you're also attracting sponsors and stuff. I mean, you're essentially making it so that this is a level playing field for everybody now, you know.
And he's doing it for both sides. That's what I've loved. Women's football in Africa is growing proper. And he's doing it on both sides. Sharp, he can't do much, unfortunately, because he can't sponsor everyone, but he's doing so much more than compared to his predecessors, where women's football has proper sponsors. We can see women's football internationally. I'm talking
That's
CAF
true.
now.
That's true.
When anything Banyana or Nigeria, any women's national football team is playing, we're seeing it live on SuperSport.
Yeah.
Shout out to that. And prize money, as we are saying, I'm fair to people are happy now. You understand? And the technology.
Yeah.
Like, look at the PSL right now. It's what you were saying with goal line technology. The reason why we can't have goal line technology because PSL doesn't have a football sponsor. So at every single game, they're using a different ball.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Chiefs uses a Kappa ball. Pirates uses Adidas ball. Sundowns uses a Puma ball for their home games.
Yeah.
Vice
That's
versa.
actually fucking crazy.
You understand? We don't have one
ball
single
sponsor,
ball sponsor for all PSL games where if whatever, even Kukune or Chipa's playing, one ball is used. They use whatever sponsoring them or what they feel like is a proper football or a match ball. So to get that for goal line technology and that to go with, forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just makes the football more attractive
Yeah. So
in general.
No, but yeah, man. I think also this also like kind of with the whole CAF situation and now looking at how the South African clubs are performing. You've got Sundowns and Pirates in the quarterfinals of the CAF Champions League. Shout out to the Brewers. Hope they go all right. You've got Stellenbosch, who's also in the quarterfinals of the CAF Confed Championship. Yo, what I don't know if this is specifically because of Patrice as well, in terms of like how he's actually lit a fire under like South African football. Because one of his main comments was South Africa needs to qualify for every single AFCON, bro.
Yeah.
Good.
Based on the system.
Yeah, we have everything, Chief.
Where do you think like South African football specifically has gone right to get those teams in the latter stages of like these kind of tournaments now, bro? Because now we no longer that nervous when a Pirates is going to Egypt to play Al Ahly, Sundowns is playing in Esperance or Wydad or whatever.
Can I take that one and then I'll pass it?
Yeah.
It's going. It's money, bro. It's money. It's got to do with sponsorship. It's got to do with the prize monies. It's got to do with the participation money. Going in Africa is not easy.
Yeah.
Right now, for the first time in a very long time, Bafana Bafana going to Benin, but no, they were not playing in Benin. They were playing in Cote d'Ivoire because of the stadium.
The stadium. Sorry. The FIFA pictures thing.
Usually, they'd have to fly to Dubai first, and then fly to wherever they need to fly.
Yeah.
Now, for the first time in like a very long time, they chartered a plane straight because they had enough money to do that. Pirates, Sundowns, Stellies even. Now they can go straight from SA to wherever they're playing. That's cutting 12 hours of jet time, of travel time. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Getting proper hotels, that's a lot. In fact, it counts a lot where you're not dealing with jet lag and all of that stuff. And also Patrice has also made sure that if a team is found doing these snack things where they're bringing a kakbas or a quantum for a whole team, points are being docked. And teams are like, we can't afford that. Let's make sure everything is set for them. So shout out to Patrice for that. And that's why South Africa, everyone is equal, because when you found out when we were hosting teams this side for the Champions League or whatever, hey man, we treat them like kings. They'd come in and be like, we're in Europe. But when we go there, we are the worst. No aircon, what. Bruges would eat bread and water because they don't trust the water. They don't trust the food. They would be poisoned or whatever. So yeah, that's what's happening.
I think you speak particularly on the standards of being raised. And I think for a very long time we've just been everybody's just standards of look, it's just do what it is that you can kind of mentality in a sense. And here we are, and look, I can't say I know everything about this Motsepe gentleman over here, but I can tell you now that I'm pretty sure he's coming into this place saying, cool, if I'm taking over, this is what needs to change. This is what needs to change. People need to be held accountable. There needs to be responsible parties over here so that this is an equal playing ground. People care about football, but yes, if there's football over here, we also need to take care of everything around them. So yes, we need to take care of the travel arrangements. We need to take care of their hotel treatments. We need to take care of how they're treated abroad as well, because these are all things that feed into the mentality and will eventually affect the quality of play once you get there on the field, you know?
We need to be skilled. Higher regulations.
Because we get it everywhere else.
Yeah.
Everywhere else. I mean, like you're saying, they come here, they're treated like royalty because there's a certain standard that we have, in a sense. Yeah. Or we hold ourselves to a very high standard, in a sense, you know? And then now when we're going over there, they're like, it's just South Africa, or I don't know. It's just an African game. It's fine.
Yeah. Look at what happened with
completely
Nigeria and Libya. Remember that stuff?
Yeah, holy shit, where they actually boycotted the match.
Yeah, the Nigerian national team were like, no, we're not doing this.
Shout out to them, bro, for that. I won't lie, bro. I know, I want to break the tension a little bit, you know. Easy question. Gunim. Owens, would you, between these two players, would you rather get a two-footed tackle from Nengo Masha?
Never.
Or
Nengo Masha.
Tinashe Nengo Masha.
If you think Katande was hard.
Or have to defend Prime Adel Tarabt for 1 half.
Are we talking Prime Adel Tarabt is the QPR Tarabt, ne?
Yes. So you get nutmegged the whole time. Or be the winning goalkeeper in a shootout, but your performance is like Scott Sterling. Oaks, what's the Scott Sterling? Which one would you pick?
I tell Johan is watching.
Look, a win is a win. I'm saying, look, Scott Sterling cooked.
Did you
see how he looked after the game?
Running away, bro, from that post. I was like, no, that's not a win.
And they put him on a chair.
He still saves it.
Yo, what is it? He looks like he's begging for mercy, but it should be mercy that's begging for him.
Scott Sterling!
The man, the myth, the legend. Yo, but now I'm taking the two.
I'll take it. Two-footed tackle.
Defend Adel Tarap the whole game.
I'd rather do that.
One time.
Two-footed tackle, my boy. You ready for that?
Dengo Masha.
That medic team's gonna be shaking with you trying to carry you.
Your career is over after that. Your career is over after
Try,
that.
but
It reminds me of that two-footed tackle Martinez did where he's in the air like this. You remember that one where he's like this and he Martinez, I was like, what your goat doing, Uggs?
Listen, I'm taking one option that's the quickest and I won't say the least painful.
you just want a quick, painful done.
That
Just
one could be career ending.
yeah.
Yeah.
2 foot.
Dengo Masha.
What would you take?
I'll take Tarap, Uggs.
Okay.
No way.
I'm not get nutmeg. Don't you have to say anything?
I'm Scott Sterling all the way.
Scott Sterling, wait.
I'm leaving.
Scott Sterling.
I'm leaving with that trophy. I'm leaving with it.
Your yellow bone, you're gonna be bruised.
Your intro said you bruise easily, my son.
Literally.
Come on.
Fine, leave me black and blue. I'm leaving with the trophy, my boy. It's fine.
In terms of like a celebration of dog, who do you? So you've got 2 celebration goals over here. Who do you think would win between Peter Shalulile and Anthony? That man played like 6 celebrations for 1 goal.
That guy plays too much FIFA, let me tell you.
Bro, literally more follow than them.
He's practicing celebration.
Like 5 celebrations.
Shang a combo, leave.
Me, I rate my goat Anthony dog with the
Anthony,
celebration
boy.
of the Liners.
And that time was 1 goal. 1 goal.
That's all it takes.
He's throwing out gang signs.
That's all it takes.
Then you see ball in the belly, everything dog.
Everything.
Give me wine, it's chai.
Reminds me of Richards.
Listen, boy. Uggs.
Nah, but me, I rate my goats and that one. Oops, you.
Yeah,
You
facts.
Shalulile.
Nah. Remember that African guy? He used to be a goalkeeper for Congo.
Kiyama.
Yeah. Literally bouncing on the field.
I think that goes down as one of the best celebrations.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
In
Oh yeah, he used to play for Mazembe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still like that. I think I don't know if it was the goalkeeper that scored that scissor kick. Where he did that
Oh
walk.
yeah. And then he was Oscarin Masuluka.
Can't wait for a pushkash, dog.
Yeah.
Crazy shit, bro.
And then you caught that one player with the one hand.
I love it.
It's like there should have been some crazy stuff.
Yeah, we've seen some crazy
Yeah,
celebrations.
no, proper.
But let's go back to
Do you
some
think people
some
practice
serious
celebrations?
100%, bro. Do you think that Superior Shabalala thing was just done, Chief?
So I'm trying to think of the logistics. Are you there after the team talk? Okay, guys, what's
Bro, think about it. Let's look at when we played sports, like literally, dog. Before practice, are you chills? People are roasting each other or whatever. Some looks like to jive.
Oh, we just
Yeah.
It's during that quiet time between movements where you're
Yeah.
like, okay, gents, when I score, I want to
wanna do this, you know?
But you guys already have your celebration.
So that did we practice? No, how many times?
Fair.
How many times?
Okay, fair.
spam that thing.
But nah, but in terms of the best African football player of all time, who's your-
Of all
let's
time.
look at post 2000. That's when we started.
Still, Chief.
For me, I'll give you an answer. I say Strokba, dog.
Drogba, really?
Have you watched JJ Okocha, man?
A little bit.
You see, you guys are gonna, I'm born in 2000.
JJ Okocha, in terms of ball and control, bro, they say he's one of the best players of all time. Not even just African, but when he was playing in Europe, dog. So, alright. But for me, from what I saw, dog, Didier, one player who can make an impact on a match
And
in
what
the
he
biggest
did.
tournaments.
And what he did.
I rate Sadio Mane.
Okay.
Sadio Mane for me.
Greatest. Sadio is a great player.
I rated him over
Sadio
Mo Salah.
Mane.
Yeah, at Liverpool, Sadio Mane.
Sadio Mane.
I
Why you?
rated best player in the world.
I'm
being serious.
Why you laughing? What you laughing for?
Also, if what's the Mary's are two absolutes, I'm telling you. I think Sadio Mane at Liverpool, it's just that for me, Mo Salah was favoured at Liverpool, in my opinion. But for me, Sadio Mane was the better player.
A lot of people say that you're
He
not
would
though.
press, he would score, he was fast,
It was clutch.
he was strong. Us left backs about Sadio Mane.
I've always said Eto. Eto for me changed the game.
Back-to-back trebles. Are you mad, boy? Samuel Eto'o. Barca Inter.
Eto'o?
Are you mad?
Especially when there was FIFA and then there was FIFA Street.
I think it.
And I was like,
Cameroon won the
yeah. I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think you're right.
This gen.
It's Samuel Eto'o.
Nah, it was my goal. I can't hate it.
I think it's Samuel Eto'o because Drogba is great, you know, but
Drogba against my team.
Drogba, like, if you need a player,
In a final.
in a final,
Yeah, that's
Any
true.
final.
That's true.
Didier.
Yeah.
Didier.
Dala is ponytail cool.
That ponytail Didier.
That perm.
Where the headline was already here.
That SK was different, my boy.
Boy, hey, and he's there. He's like,
Nah, shout out to Didier. Josh?
Yeah.
yo, I have a lot. I have 3.
Okay.
In Africa, boys, Emmanuel Abotrika played for Egypt. That man, crazy.
Yeah.
Eto'o, and then JJ Okocha, Buffett. That man was born, Buffett.
The
I
JJ
don't put
Okocha chance.
Abutrika in that class because Abutrika cooked, especially at AFCON for me
Yeah.
personally.
Yeah.
He didn't do it at his club, bro. Really. But those two,
He did it at thingy, Chief. At Al Ahly.
Ahly. But to that level of Eto'o and Okocha,
Al Ahly won
Kef.
CAF
Yeah.
3 times in a row because of Abotrika. That man hit more outside foot passes than inside foot passes.
Yeah, shout out. That's why you know you're playing for fun. It's just vibes.
But I get what you guys are saying that internationally. But you see, it's this thing that we were talking about previously of
European versus-
exposure. No. We didn't have such viewerships and all of that. You'd only see Abu Trika in finals or semi-finals, not group stages or even league matches. So I get what you guys are saying. Hence, I'm putting. But I'd rather put Eto'o as my first.
No, I think it's a really.
Eto'o's Mane,
Thank you.
Drogba. Right, that's fine. The Eto'o one I can't hate on, honestly. But it's a valid chat. Owens, PSL, Royal AM, Mamkize.
Not Royal Andy Lempisani. Royal Andy Lempisani.
Not the government name.
Royal Andy Lempisani. My opinion on that, I hope it just becomes Bloemfontein Celtics again. Just bring back.
Take it back to
Bring back the white and green, Oaks. Just
See when they say karma works in very, very rough.
Yo.
I hated that team with a passion.
Yeah, because they beat you so many times in the league. Chiefs, Royal AM and Chiefs.
Relax.
Really?
We hate
Boy,
it. We hate it. Morals.
No, you're lying.
I'm calling
For
cap.
me, we can check.
I'm fact checking.
I'm saying someone got
Check
paid.
21-20,
That's what I'm saying.
21-22 season. Or is it the 20-21 season?
I'm saying someone got paid.
It's not.
That's all I'm saying.
Let's not get distracted. My main chat about that kind of thing is
Yeah.
these people had money, they splashed it around, they bought out a historic club like
They
Blue
paid
Celtic.
players on the field.
On the
Shit,
field.
you're right. 2021 was 4-1.
They absolutely cooked that first season, I think, where after they played in the CAF Champs or Confed Cup, one of those.
Yeah.
But now just look at this rapid decline, bro. They're not paying players. SARS is after them.
The chairman was
They're
the
going to
number
sell the
10.
club.
What was a chairman? He's there. Coach,
Chairman
put me
is
in.
busy holding passes, whatever. After
Yo.
10 minutes, you can just see this man.
Royal AM started playing well after the 75th minute where they took him out. That's when they're like, okay, just let's play.
Literally make magic.
Literally.
That is the kind of stuff I hate about the PSL, where they're buying out like historic clubs like this, then this happens, bro. Like, honestly.
I hate that we can do that in the PSL. I hate the fact that we can just buy a position in the league instead of earning it. You can't have that Leeds United coming back to the Premier League story.
Yeah.
You can't
Yes,
have
yes.
that Burnley coming back.
Leicester.
Ipswich, Luton, even though they went out next season, but a whole story.
Nottingham.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that you're absolutely right because that's how you gain traction. That's how you gain a following because there's an actual story behind you. That's how you gain supporters. And I think it's something that I wanted to raise. I mean, are we potentially becoming? Is PSL potentially becoming a league where it's just Sundowns? That's it.
Yeah.
Or are we also creating opportunities for other teams to also come through, crack up, make a story, come through and actually have people following them and coming up to the top in the same way that people could have possibly with Chiefs, with Pirates. The reasons why you join these teams is because there's a story behind it. Your dad knew something about this team.
stayed in that location, bro. And
Yeah.
Exactly. Chiefs, I was there for, my dad was there for that game and something
My
like
dad got
that.
stabbed at the Chiefs and a Pirates game. He still has a scar here, bro.
Look at that, and I
he's
promise,
also
and I
supposed
promise you, no matter what happens, you're not going to take that shirt off. And I think
no.
that's something that we actually need here. And it also goes to another point. I mean, I'm glad that SARS was able to crack down on this because, quite frankly, it opened up all kind of worms essentially for everybody to actually look. And it's been so public to the sense that this is what's going wrong with the team. This is what's going wrong. And then it forces you. Imagine you, a team on the side over here, you're also doing your own shenanigans. And here you are, your next door neighbor's getting checked out and vetted. You're like, okay, cool. I actually need to get serious now.
My shit. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It's our version of do something, ref.
Yeah.
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 It's our version of ref, have a word with him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
like shout out to SARS actually cracking down on that, and bro, like you said, man, I hope the outcome of this is all these clubs like realize that you can't just buy your way to your top and think, man, this is gonna be the way it's gonna float, bro. This is sports is meant to be not necessarily neutral, but it's meant to be where talent wins and who's the best team, bro. Not who has the most money, bro. It's meant to be the real equalizer. So it's pretty fucking amazing that this kind of thing is happening. And it sucks for the players and the staff who work for Royal.
Unfortunately,
they get caught as collateral, bro. But we want sports and as fans, bro, to be fair, bro, more than anything, bro.
Yeah, this wouldn't even happen if the PSL's regulation, or rather the NSL, National Soccer League's regulations, prohibited this thing of buying a host team status. If you want to buy a team, let the management change, but the team stays, bro. Wits was bought on their 99th year, and they just sold to TTM, Chakuba Tsama, out of nowhere. Just like that, 100 years of Wits wiped out.
Aces as well. Who did Aces go to?
Cape Town City.
Cape Town City. Bloom Celtic, one of the biggest supporting bases. Dead.
Yeah, that was massive,
Bro.
Just like that.
And they're still alive. That whole fan base is still alive.
Still there.
Look at when Bafana Bafana played at Free State Stadium.
Sold out. Sold out. They started this trend of just selling out stadiums. Bro. And they are also one of the major reasons why we no longer hear the Vuvuzela at any football game now.
Yeah. Because they sing.
Sing.
Yeah, they sing.
Passion.
Yeah, that's true.
It's passionate. Like, it's nice. Your lips are... Vuvuzela, I see, bro. Those lips, bro.
Love it.
And you felt it afterwards.
Not enough Vaseline in the world.
Not even Zambak was helping.
Even Zambak was like,
I think, bro, like, it's actually quite solid that we can actually speak about African football in this sense.
Yeah.
I think, let's just touch a little bit on European football as well, Oaks.
That's kancane.
That's kancane. We'll do it later after this.
City boy.
All right, Oaks, Premier League, Champions League formats is actually like we spoke about last time, but obviously that never got to air. Neither here nor there. But it's actually been a pretty good tournament, and it's in the quarterfinal stages. Who you guys think's going to win Champions League? I say Bayern.
Bayern? I don't think Bayern. I don't think Vinny has it. Company, I don't think he has it in him to take them to Champions League. Fine. We still have Carlo doing the eyebrow thing. We still have Hansi. Hansi's cooking. Hansi is... And I know you're an anti-Barcelona fan.
Barcelona fan.
And I know you hate my club. It's okay. You even named your FPL team anti-Barcelona.
Really?
You called it anti-Barcelona FC.
The Catalonia club is...
We can sell our players. We can be broke. We have a thing called La Masia, Oaks.
Yeah.
Shout out to La Masia.
La Masia is the best footballing academy institution in the world.
Yeah.
It gave us Messi.
Finished.
It gave us Ushavi. It gave us Xavi. It gave us so many beautiful players. You cannot hate. And I'm so glad that Hansi's using these players. These our Pau Torres, our Fermin, our, these guys, Lamine Yamal.
Yum yum.
Hey, yum yum.
All I'm saying is, can be cola, can be Ebola. Madrid in 5.
What is? Wow. I can't say.
Madrid in 5.
Let me put a span in the works. If Arsenal beats Madrid, they're winning.
Listen to that, Chief.
I'm a United supporter. I'm just giving them props.
I don't know.
Wow.
Balls and Banter, season 4, episode 3. Arsenal Champions League. Fuck my life.
Never, no, it'll never happen. But
I've heard it all.
We rebuke
Thank you, Owens. Listen, man, I think
it was
chopping it up
quick.
with you guys
We
was
need
nice,
more
but,
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
We need more time.
Yo.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. Good days, good times.
Now we're back.